Hello there, buenos dias, and welcome back to my original YouTube channel, Benidorm and Beyond. I'm an English woman who's lived in this city for well over 20 years now, and I love to share news, info and interesting items about the resort to all you Benny lovers out there. So please like and share this video and hit that subscribe button to follow me on my regular Spanglish adventures. Today I'm taking you deep into the old town for a walk along a pedestrianised section of the long street of Carrer de Tomas Ortuño, which runs through the heart of this area. It is full of all sorts of retail shops and businesses, such as grocery stores, an estate agents, a dental clinic, driving school, a medical centre and hairdressers, as well as cafes, bars, bakeries and restaurants, and a myriad of other things that local residents and holiday makers alike need to use on a daily basis. If you want to find out about some of Benidorm's most popular hotels, then why not check out my great series of vlogs giving you an unbiased look inside and out. Just search YouTube, Fly on the Wall, followed by the name of the hotel you're looking for, and all the info will be at your fingertips. It's that simple. On our left hand side once more, we find another supermarket in the Municipal chain, but with this being a slightly smaller store like one in the Rincon, the name is Municipal Basic. This is well located for tourists at the Hotel Magic Crystal Park, as well as the Port Vista Oro too. And more importantly, who don't want to get ripped off are one of the numerous little mini-marts that call themselves supermarkets, which are practically on every corner now, and often have many unpriced items on their shelves and just charge what they want according to how sober or otherwise the customer might be. On our left-hand side once more, see the corner cafe bar, La Triana, situated roughly halfway. With seating outside as well as in its fresh modern interior, you can choose where to enjoy your morning coffee stop, and Wi-Fi is available if your phone has 5G capabilities. Just check the Wi-Fi and network settings on your phone if you're not sure, as I definitely wasn't. Open very early in the morning from 6:30 AM on Mondays to Fridays and from 7:15 AM on a Saturday. This nice spot is ideal if you're staying in this area and need a breakfast before a day trip or early morning airport transfer, and I found the service to be extremely friendly and helpful, which is always appreciated. Moving forward, we see the junction with Carrer de las Escolas, which leads along to the popular Magic Crystal Park Hotel, and then looking to our left-hand side, we pass the gifts, toys and stationery store of La Escuela, followed by the low-rise building which houses the historic La Barqueta Association, where inside at Christmas time you can find stunning traditional and handcrafted nativity displays which are free to visit, with the scenes made up of more than 300 individual pieces and with over 20 mechanised moving parts. Next along we pass the Agata Hairdressers and Beauty Salon, followed by the Gran Canaria store selling an assortment of clocks, electronic items and gifts, and then the large purple exterior of the El Sostre Furniture and Interior Decor store, who sit adjacent to the renovation project of a narrow apartment block that I've been following over the last few months, but which apparently after all this time still remains not much more than an empty shell. Carrying on, we then walk by the children's clothing shop of El Armario de Marietta, offering very fancy outfits for those more special occasions, followed by the Roig Religious Articles store, which has been selling crucifixes, rosaries, figurines and much more to the residents and holiday makers of Benidorm since 1974. Moving along, and always downhill, we then see the Ulysses bookstore, along with the Café Toulouse with its myriad of food and drinks offers advertised outside, and then the grey door of the neighbouring building, where behind it the H2O sauna is hidden. If you'd like to visit one of the local towns or villages close to Benidorm, and which can mostly be reached by bus or tram, then check out my series of vlogs on YouTube. Just search Benidorm and Beyond Neighbours, followed by where you fancy going, and all the footage and info will be at your fingertips. It's that simple. Next up is the Miss Uña's nail salon, sitting next to the side alleyway of Carrer de la Parra, and then we pass the Pizzeria Benidorm Kebab fast food restaurant and takeaway, and the Pac España mobile phone shop, followed by the colourful corner premises of the mini garden, florists and nursery, who are always chock-a-block with plants and accessories for the garden, as well as a pyramid display of cute terracotta piggies. Staying on the left and passing Calle de los Naranjos, or Orange Tree Street, we then see the Uñas, who specialise in lashes, nails and other beauty services. Followed by Gris, meaning grey, which is a women's clothing and accessories boutique. And then the herbalist store of Dosol, offering help and advice with nutrition and well-being, which abuts the estate agency offices of La Agencia MEM. Crossing the passageway of Calle de los Olivos, we then see the tapas bar of La Bodeguita de Salva, who weren't quite open for business yet, and then the nail salon hidden away under the scaffolding and netting of the apartment block up above, followed by the busy corner bar of Café Troyano, whose tables and chairs stretch right around into the side street of Carrer de la Asunción, making sure everyone gets a seat. On the right, we then see La Casa de Cinturón, selling bags, cases and all things leather, who have been trading here for many years. Back on our left, we then walk past Locos por la Plata, who sell a variety of silver jewellery and also offer repair services. Carrying on, we then pass the El Bueno Gusto kiosk, selling a good selection of loose nuts, seeds and dried fruits. And then the Posidonia GBH Holiday Apartments, a cheap fashion retailer. Walking by the alley of Carrer de la Biga, we then see the dental clinic of Dr. Martinez Espinosa. We just see on our left-hand side, we see what was formerly just an empty bricked-up unit waiting to be made into a new business after the space above was converted into brand new holiday apartments, has now made itself into the stunning Asian food restaurant of Ramen Yi, promising you both tradition and flavour in fabulous surroundings. To the right we see the Hotel Las Vegas, a 2-star hotel on Carrer de Tomas Ortuño, right in the heart of the Old Town. Built in 1970, it has 113 rooms over 7 floors and was renovated in 2008. On our left, we then pass the historic Benidorm house of L'Hôte de Cologne, and where regular cultural events are held. And then, under a series of arches and tapas bar and cafe of L'Eau de Tonque, along with the Benny Fruiter's fruit and vegetable sellers on the opposite side. We now approach Carrer Mercat, or Market Street, where the indoor market, or Mercat Municipal, for this area is based, whose building dates back to 1963. Filled with many independent stalls, it also has a branch of the large national supermarket chain Mercadona inside. And then more clothes and fashion shops, not only right beside us, but also in the adjacent square, tucked away in the corner. The next section of road that takes us all the way down to the walking street, or the Paseo de la Carretera, is full of pavement cafes and bars, along with jewellers, more clothes shops still, and stores full of fancy children's and babies' clothing, whose little dresses and outfits cost a pretty penny, but are surely worth it to a doting parent or grandma. Carrying on the left-hand side, we pass one of the side entrances to the Plaza Mayor, where a whole host more of shops and businesses can be found, along with an excellent mussel restaurant. And continuing down, passing more fashion wear and shoe shops, we also walk by the museum of Museo Boca del Calvary, which sits over 2 floors and has regular exhibitions showcasing art, culture and local history. And this means that we've reached today's final destination of the walking street. I hope that you've enjoyed today's info-packed walk along a section of Carrer Tomas Ortuño with me, and if you have, please check out some of my other vlogs which cover a huge variety of different subjects, including reviews on many of Benidorm's most popular hotels, cafes and bars, as well as lots of news and updates and just about anything else I can think to tell you about. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you out and about next time, maybe videoing along some of Benidorm streets, who knows. Bye for now, take care and adios. Cheers!